Hi everybody, David Bown here of the Bowngolf Academy. Welcome to my latest video of Rory McIlroy. Rory just came second, I should say, didn't win. Came second at the Valero Texas Open at the weekend, and Martin Laird pipped him by shooting a fantastic round of 63. But it's looking like Rory is getting his confidence back through getting his golf swing back. So what I just want to do is point out a couple of key areas. What I will say is he's certainly improved his arm motion and the path of his arms and the club since about a month ago, and his body motion. So what I'm going to do here, I've just put a line on his right hip and a circle on his head there, just to help you see what movement occurs. This is a pretty good angle. It's virtually face on. It might not be 100%. I think Rory might have been aiming slightly left of target here, but it's a pretty good view just to get a general overview of what I want to talk about. Now, as we just run Rory up to the top, he looks like he's playing about a 7-iron here. For everybody out there, all you handicapped golfers, I just want you to watch how steady Rory keeps his head position here. Everything is turning around that stationary head. It's very, very centered. He's not moving off to the right. He's not tilting over to the left. And this is something I think all of you golfers out there can really take a note of. Now, I've got this video on here because I want to show you a key move of Rory's, and it's probably what I would call his signature move. All the masters of golf do this to varying degrees, but I think it's particularly highlighted in Rory's move, and it's his great sequencing of his lower body and his upper body. Now, I've got a line here just on his right hip pocket. You can see his head is in the red circle there, and I've just put a circle up where the club head is. Now, if we just run this through, you will see that the club head is going out of that yellow circle, and his arm swing and his upper body are still just coiling or coming to the end of that motion, and you can see how his lower body is starting to change direction, how he's moving away from that red line. And the other important thing to note is, like many great ball strikers, Rory does lose his original height that he had at the top of the backswing. You see Tiger doing that, Ben Hogan did that. There's a lot of great players do that. And you can see here, this is his kind of his signature move where he gets that squat down position here. His head is still staying very centered. It might have lowered a little bit there, as you can see, but he's really compressing himself into the ground here. Now you can see where that club head is. I'm just going to run it into that yellow circle. It's just below the yellow circle there. So that is where he was, virtually at the top of his backswing, and you can see how much his lower half has moved down. His upper body's come down and moved to the left, and you can see the red line where his hip was there at the setup position, address position. And this is very pronounced in Rory's swing, and as I say, he's coming into form, he's getting his confidence, and it should be great to see him and Tiger at the Masters. Now, this is what I really think your average golfer can learn, because the people I see on the driving range, they throw their arms and club head at the ball, and they're not using that pivot and that body motion correctly. Now you can see Rory's club head is just below that yellow circle, just here, but you can see how much he has moved and how his upper body is still pretty much well turned. I mean, look at that shoulder turn there. We'll just go to the top again, and you can see how his upper body stays where it is. Okay, you've got to be supremely flexible to do it this amount, but if you work on this, I'm sure you're going to improve your golf. And as we just bring Rory down, Just coming down to impact here, the release. You can see his right wrist is still bent back there, so he hasn't wasted any of his energy. It's going to start releasing through here, and he comes into a superb impact position. If I just put a line on where his arms are, the shaft, so there's Rory Impact, and if we just take him back to his original setup position, you can see what a huge difference that is, and how a lot of golfers wrongfully believe that address and impact are the same. Well, you can see here, this is a big increase here. How far forward to the left, how the shaft is leaning more forwards. So in fact he's delofting that club face slightly. Most of you amateurs out there are adding loft. So Rory's probably turning his 7 into 6, you're turning your 7 into 8, and hence you're hitting it very high, scooping it. So let's run him through again. Centered head position. Beautiful turn of the upper body there. Everything is stacked up nice and centered. He starts down with a beautiful squat and shift to the left. Head staying back. Right into impact. Just running through. And that's a full free release. So I thought I'd highlight that for you. He's coming into form at the right time. It just depends how the old putter works, and it should be a really exciting Masters. Well, if you like to view more slow motion swings of the best players in the world, subscribe to my golf channel on YouTube, which is David Bown PGA. You can also visit my website www.bowngolf.com to gain further information. If you have any comments, please go to my YouTube channel and I'll do my best to answer. And if you'd like to have your own online swing analysis, please contact me at david@bowngolf.com. Hope you enjoyed that video, and look forward to seeing you next time.